Welcome back to an additional module of the Magnet Money system. So in this module, we'll be looking at credit cards and how they can be integrated using the Magnet Money system. So what if you already have a credit card and you use this to pay your expenses each month? Or what if you want to start using a credit card either for taking advantage of the points or to use it if you have, say, a home loan? Because they're quite common these days. Well, first things first, if you're a person who doesn't have any willpower and has a habit of spending all of your money and more, then cut up your credit cards. Don't let yourself be tempted. Now for the rest of you, it's possible to use a credit card to your advantage, provided you have a great card that offers points and other deals attached to it, and you have discipline. Whatever you do though, don't just buy things just to get the points. You'll be surprised how many people do this, especially if they're offering double points or an extra gift if you buy it now. Do you know, one of my flatmates while I was at university actually did this. She was working full time and she wanted to buy a Dyson vacuum cleaner at a particular chain store just because she would receive over 5,000 points. So do some research on what credit cards are offering good points. So if you decide to use a credit card to get points each month, then the first thing that you should do is to make sure that you pay the entire balance off every month. That way you won't be charged interest. So when you receive the statement, go through and divide all of the purchases up into the 6 different accounts. And once you have the amount of what each account owes, then withdraw the money and pay it into the account. So that'll actually mean that you will have to draw 6 different payments to pay off your credit card. Now using the credit card and collecting points for all your purchases, you can then spend this money on items that you may either need or want. For example, you could buy yourself a new phone or you could get a free flight somewhere. So these expenses would normally have come out of, say, your next goals if it was a flight for a holiday, or another account which is now free. So why not consider putting that money into your Magnet Money account? So let's have a look at a quick example of what I mean. Let's say that you've collected enough points on your credit card to have a flight to go away for the weekend. And let's say this flight would have cost you $150. Well, this money would normally come out of your Adventures and Fun account. So you either have 2 choices of what you can do. You could take that $150 that you would have normally spent for the flight and you could put it into your Magnet Money account, because remember, that's the main account that you want to you want to become financially free from, or you have an additional $150 spending money. So as the main aim of the Magnet Money system is to become financially free, then anytime you can lower the percentages in some of your accounts, such as your Today's Essential account, then consider depositing that money into the Money Magnet account instead. Of course, you can also put the money into other accounts as you wish, such as your Next Goals and Adventures and Fun, as I just discussed. But the Money Magnet account will allow you to win the money game much faster though, and that's why we suggest it. Now there are a number of other ways to lower your Today's Essential account if you think outside the square. And using your credit card that's just been explained is an example of this. So you can look at also buying items in bulk or buying wholesale instead of retail. Researching over the internet could save you loads of money. I mean, just look at eBay and all of the other auction websites. These days, most businesses are online and some offer wholesale or cheaper rates because they don't have a shop front and there's no upfront expenses for them. So I challenge you to think outside the square here on this one and ask yourself when you're buying particular items whether there's another way that you could get this at a cheaper price. Another very simple way to cut down on expenses is to take your lunch to school or work with you. Even if it's for only a couple of days a week, it all adds up. Another way to increase your Money Magnet account faster is to put all of your loose change that you have in this account. A friend of mine used to do this with his dollar coins. Every time he had change in his pocket, he'd put his $1 or $2 coins into his special money box. And after 6 months, he actually found that he had over $500 in this account. Okay, so let's see how much of this information you can retain. Complete the Magnet Money credit cards exercise now.